Do not go on that coffee date. Do not go on that boba date. Do not go meet that man for drinks. This man saw you, and his first initial thought wasn't, wow, I'd really love to get to know her over some dinner and a nice ambiance. He looked at you and said, Dunkin'? Starbucks? The amount of messages that I get from men that ask me if I like coffee. No, I don't like coffee. I actually hate it.
A few moments later.
Do y'all remember this viral video where I said, do not go on coffee dates? And here I am, going to coffee shops trying to find a date.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this fascinating story from this modern woman, okay, who had went viral, I want to say about a year plus ago. Okay, she was talking about, don't go on coffee dates. Coffee dates are beneath her. Okay, how dare a man present a coffee date to her? Okay, now a year plus later, she's now eating those words, okay, because she's now basically saying that she goes to coffee shops looking for a man. Take a look.
So I recently gave up on dating completely because I feel like there's literally nothing for me out there. There's a guy that I saw at this coffee shop. So I have been going to coffee shops trying to make a connection, and it's so funny because this is me. Do y'all remember this viral video where I said, do not go on coffee dates? And here I am going to coffee shops trying to find a date. We love a full circle moment. But anyways, there's this guy, gorgeous, light brown tousled hair, chiseled jawline, polished, looks like he smells delicious, didn't see a ring on his finger. So of course I asked the barista, come here often? Because I've never seen him. And she's like, no, we haven't seen him before. Like, I have to talk to him. I'm not the type of girl to go up to guys. So I'm like, what do I even say to this guy? So it's do or die. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Okay, so she's now hanging around coffee shops. Kind of creepy, right? Could you imagine a man hanging around coffee shops just looking for cheeks to clap? Okay, I'm just saying. So, hey, shout outs to her, I guess, full circle moment, as she put it, in regards to her looking for a significant other. Okay, she's now hanging around coffee shops looking for... Yo, you can't make this stuff up. You can't, right? You cannot make this stuff up. But hey, this next clip, she is going to be talking about how that interaction went. Let's take a look.
Quick update on yesterday's coffee shop experience. I suggest that you guys watch part 1 of this series where I will be trying my hand at dating in real life, and then I'm going to try my hand at the Tinder app and see how that goes. So update on yesterday's experience, I did go back into the coffee shop and strike up a conversation with him. It went very well. I tapped him on the shoulder and I was like, hi. I introduced myself. My name is Veronica. We had a brief conversation. He's very well spoken, very charming. You know the guys that are charming without really having to try? That was him. Witty, funny, just all the vibes were there. But unfortunately for me, he is not available. He told me that he's in a relationship. They've been together for about 1.5 years now. They're doing the long distance thing. I didn't get his number because, first of all, he's in a relationship at the end of the day. So in conclusion, I don't think in real life is for me. I'm putting myself in such a vulnerable state. It takes a lot of courage for someone to go up to somebody, especially as a girl, and then being let down on top of it. Even though he was really sweet about it, it's just uncomfortable. And I don't like that. So I'm gonna head over to the Tinder app and see how that goes for me. Hopefully I have better luck. So we'll see.
One failed attempt and she's now running and hiding from approaching men in public. Okay, truly, truly fascinating. The thing that men have to do, well, I guess we don't have to do it, but I mean, historically speaking, a man typically would approach a woman. Men get rejected all the time, right? We get rejected every single day. Okay, she had one failed attempt and she's already running to the easier route, which is the online dating. Okay, because let's face it, when it comes to online dating, it's significantly easier for a woman. Okay, because all she has to do is post, sexy photos, and she's gonna get a whole lot of messages from guys on the app. You would have thought that based on what she was saying, she would have had some sort of humility. Okay, she would have looked back in retrospect to say, hey, I was rejected once. Okay, I know how it feels. For men to do this all the time. I don't know how they do it. Okay, you would have thought that she would have had maybe a different perspective. But in this next video, she is pretty much going to be doubling down here. It doesn't seem like she's learned a whole lot because she's going to be talking about her first date icks. Take a look.
I'm waiting on my Uber and I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time to do a little first date icks because I have a lot. You're lucky enough to even land a date with me and you show up empty-handed. Not a flower, not a chocolate, not a teddy, not a nothing. You're never gonna see me again. Before we even get to dinner table, we've had a conversation. You know my love language is gifts. So you showing up empty-handed, just you, nothing to wow me, nothing to make an impression, you're never gonna see me again. Ordering a girly drink. There should be no reason that we're both ordering an espresso martini. Get a gin and tonic. A Manhattan? A glass of wine even. Oh no, you want a lemon drop. Okay. If you get your drink and you ask for a straw, now I have to watch you drink this girly drink. You're pursing your lips every time. And if you lose track of your straw and you're fiddling for it, I'm gonna excuse myself, go to the restroom, and never come back. If you're a picky eater, I don't have time for a motherfucker that only eats chicken tenders. We're at a steakhouse, babe. Like, grow up. Last but not least, if we're in a crowded area and you're leading the way and you don't like reach back to grab my hand, someone could snatch me up. And how would you know? You wouldn't, because you never reached back to grab my hand. I would love to hear some of y'all's icks in the comments just to see if I can add some to my list.
Just let them talk. Okay, let them talk. They will tell you exactly who they are. Okay, in this case, this seems like more of a liability than anything else. Okay, as a man, hey, it's up to you if you want to take this on or not. Okay, at least you have the full information on if you want to pursue this or not. Okay, but hey, it seems like there's some guy out there that put on his cape and sprung into action. Okay, because she is going to be describing another date that she went on in this next clip. Take a look.
So I just got back from another Tinder date. In case you guys aren't familiar, I was invited by Match Group to participate in their connection experience. So to recap where we left off on my last lunch/Tinder date, we eventually did go on a formal date. We went to dinner, but we decided that it wasn't gonna work out for us simply because he is required to travel a lot for work. He's constantly on the go, and that's just not gonna work for me. I love to be around my man. I want my man to be around me, so there's that. But tonight I did go on a new date. This guy is super sweet, very smart, graduated from Columbia, good head on his shoulders, very family oriented, and he's not very active on social media, which I adore. I love a man that works out, and just minds his business. So let's see where this goes. I'm obviously still getting to know him. It's definitely been a journey compared to where we first started on my in real life approach. When I was shooting my shot, and unfortunately it was shot down. Introduce myself and strike up a conversation. Let's see how this goes.
Unfortunately for me, he is not available.
I just feel like I'm not a shoot my shot type of girl. As much as I would love to meet my man in the wild, organically, bump into them at the grocery store, at the coffee shop. The downside to that is that you're kind of shooting darts in the air. You don't know who this person is. You don't know what you're dealing with. They could be a complete psycho. They could be married. With me at the coffee shop, him being in a relationship, it was like, this is so embarrassing. And just being rejected in real life is discouraging.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, there you have it. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, it seems like the gentleman asked her to be his girlfriend. Okay, and I will give her some credit in regards to putting herself out there. Okay, eating her words in regards to the coffee shops, coffee dates, so on and so forth. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like she's learned a whole lot. Okay, in regards to being more humble and having some sort of humility. Okay, because looking at her first date icks, yeah, you could tell that the self-entitlement is still there. Okay, the residue is still on her. I'm just saying, it seems like she is good looking enough where she's able to get attention from guys if it's cold approaching on social media dating apps, so on and so forth. Okay, so she's relying heavily on her looks to attract a man. Okay, meanwhile, the personality is questionable. Okay, it really is. Okay, you know, as a man, do you want to deal with this long term? Right? Do you possibly want to work 60 plus hours a week, hustle and bustle, you know, put a ring on her, buy a house for her? Like, would you want to do that? Would you want to be in a situation like that? Okay, that's something that men have to ask themselves when they're dealing with a woman. I'm just saying, but who knows? Okay, who knows how long this is going to last? But hey, let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback, and until next time.